What's up, y'all, and welcome to another edition of the Aging Potheads. I am Big Brother Boss, aka the Funky Monk. In with me, as always, is the beautiful Miss Candy with an X. Token Tony is on the boards. Man, before we as always, y'all, let's go ahead and blaze. Have a moment of silence for the blaze.
Have a moment of silence for the blaze, for me stressing Tony out. Hopefully he still loves me. But
you know what?
All right.
I'm clowning.
Why? What you clowning?
I need you to roll a whole new blunt for the show.
Hey.
I can't have you smoking your lunchtime blunt for the show.
This is what we working with.
God must not like ugly because he made me choke all that down.
Right, see, just I got something coming. Just it ain't got.
Welcome to everybody joining us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. If you in here, let us know who you are, what you're smoking, and where you are watching from. Man, and what are you smoking on tonight, Miss Candy?
I'm actually still smoking the cream that I had last week. Was supposed to be getting some more, but the little things happened to where it didn't make it here. So yes, I am smoking my little lunchtime doobie from earlier. Stop clowning my doobie. It's gonna hit. Well, and after this, I'm probably, if they don't get here in enough time, I'm probably just gonna go to Shango. But this is what I'm smoking on. Still same review. It's giving me calm. It's giving me very mellow. 4.5. Same rating. I mean, nothing's really changed with that. And what are you smoking this week, sir?
I am smoking on Dream Queen.
Okay.
Now, Dream Queen, I gave it 5 blunts. It's a mix of Blue Dream, and I'm sorry, y'all, I was supposed to have this up.
It's okay.
But it's a mixture of Blue Dream, and Space Queen.
Okay.
It's a very balanced 50-50.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid. It's 5 blunts because it gets me high as Blue Dream without the body drag. You know what I mean? I'm already lazy. I don't need the body drag. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts.
But I gave it 5 blunts. I do plan on rolling this up in a mega blunt tonight.
Okay.
This is my mega blunt from last night. That's a different strain.
Wow.
But I'll review that one next week for y'all.
Okay.
But man, y'all know what I want to sing today?
What?
18 years. 18 years. She had 4 of your kids. Got you for 18 years.
I've been seeing that all day today. And
shit.
These words, that had that aged well, I think.
For y'all, who don't know, we talking about Mr. Kanye West, aka Ye. His divorce settlement was announced yesterday. His child support is $200K a month.
Yeah. I think she got 8 houses. Like, she got 8 houses. He has to pay the $200,000, and there was something else that she was awarded. But what do you need? No, 8 houses, mansion. Like, let's do this. Okay, all right. Yeah, right over there. All right, so again, let's. I was saying not
I'm back.
housing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I almost had to
Yeah.
call,
Yes.
but
What's going? Hey, Angela, how you doing tonight? What you smoking on? Where you watching from? Now, yeah, the settlement was that, and I'm a say this because I think this shit is wild.
yes, they both have to share custody.
What I've been on child support, and you got to give up all this income shit and all that. Where did this number of 200K come from? That's approximately what, 50,000 a month per kid.
Yeah, I don't know a 200. I mean, I guess they're going off his actual. You know what? Because doesn't child support go off your actual, like what you actually have, not what you
They
know.
make you turn in your tax return and your um, pay stubs and shit like that to determine what you take home and your expenses. And then they say,
Mhm.
hey, you need to pay this.
Okay.
Now, unpopular opinion, I believe that fathers get a bad rap when it comes to child support,
Mm-hmm.
especially in California. Um, I believe it's a fucked up system. It does take both parents to raise the child. I understand that the custodial parent has a lot to on their plate because they actually have custody of the child. But
Mm-hmm.
I believe both incomes should be considered when it comes to raising a child. Now we talk about misogyny and being sexist. Now some people might think I'm trying to mansplain and shit like that, but
Mm-hmm.
it takes two to tango. You know what I mean?
It does.
And that's an old trope that I believe, like, you're a deadbeat dad if you don't make the child support payments and shit. You know what I mean? But I also have seen it, and I'm not saying every woman because I know we're gonna
Mhm.
get a lot of shit for it. Some women think child support is to support her punk ass.
I
You
believe
know?
that. You're. I also agree that child support is for fathers who aren't involved with their children's lives.
Mm-hmm.
I, I'm a firm believer in that. I don't believe that child support is for like failed relationships, but the other side of that is that like as you said, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
So yes, both should, and I think child support always
Mm-hmm.
will always more than likely I would award for the mother because the mother is the one that usually that's where the child is.
Yes.
Um, in those situations, I guess I can kind of see that. I think more
Mm-hmm.
men should try to really make an effort to try to like if you don't want to pay child support, maybe just try to see. And I know it's not that easy. I'm not trying to make it seem like it's just go down to the courthouse,
Mm-hmm.
um but it all just goes back to just kind of being responsible with you know who
Mm-hmm.
you having kids with, like I'm not
Yeah.
it's not isolated incidents where the how many times have we seen women have kids by excuse me, men who they know
Mm-hmm.
don't want to have kids with them, or don't want to, he's not going to stick around, and you kind of chose to go
Mm-hmm.
forward with the having of the child, and now
Mm-hmm.
it's a little
Mm-hmm. Now,
messed up to just kind of go back and now go file child support where
mm-hmm.
you're gonna now he didn't really want the kid, but well he
Yeah.
shouldn't. Well, I mean, like women do have the the ability to go and delete his fetus. So
Mm-hmm.
I just think that that is a very difficult conversation to have. I don't, but as far as like with Kanye, 200,000, I don't, to me honestly, um, I thought it would probably have been a little higher than that, because of Kanye
Mm-hmm.
West and who he was. Um, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why 200,000 from Kanye is not really, you know, I really don't feel bad about that. I don't know. I don't know if I should feel bad about that. I don't. I feel like it's Kanye, you know, like you got it. But you know, new thing, people do things that they know are just not, you know. I don't know. I can go on about this man all day, but go ahead.
But you know, back to what I was saying to the little man, Kanye a motherfucker. He a big guy. You know what I mean? He up there. But for the little man, such as myself, I see Angela sort of mentioned this in the comments. I am already providing for my child. I am already in that child's life. It's not like I don't want to have to deal with the child, so let me go ahead and pay this money every month so I do not have to fuck with this kid. You know, I also believe that what happens is, and I'm gonna tell you guys something, and this is unrelated from fucking Kanye, but say like your child's mother or the other parent goes and say, hey, they need food stamps. Once they find out you're going to put you on child support, even without the mother's,
whether you want to or not, because that's been my exact situation.
Yeah.
And I told my child's father, like, you know, they told me if I get these stamps, you know, then they're gonna or get this. In California, it's called CalWorks. But it's basically like TANF. It's California's version because you know California has to be difficult. It's their version of TANF, which is like the little supplemental money they give you, you know, for your children, for you know, if for low income people. And I remember telling him that, you know, I was like, well, you know, they said that they were gonna like. I've never pursued my child's father, which is my ex-husband, you know, for child support, but they magically send me, you know, every year or two, I get papers in the mail, you know, to, you know, where his last known locations are. I haven't seen or talked to the man in years. I don't know where he's at. You know, like my daughter hasn't seen him since last year. And a lot of people would say that I should go, you know, in that situation, I would be justified in going after him for child support because you know you really don't provide for your daughter. You don't even talk to her, you know. But I do know men that are very actively involved in their child's life and very much want to be there. Very much they might not have the means to, or you know, things happen and just shit happens, and you know, you lose your job, you know, things like that. You know, now you getting backed up to it. And but you're very much still there for your kid. Some people would argue like it doesn't matter, like they two people made the child and two people need to pay for it. But in those situations I kind of, you know, like I wish my child would have, you know, those kinds of fathers, you know, that actually she has her uncles that, you know, thankfully his family is who they are, you know, so she's still good either way. But you know, it still kind of sucks. And you know, to think about how that might affect her, you know. And I stopped asking her, like, have you talked to your dad? Have you, you know, because I knew that she was probably going to tell me no, and then I didn't want her to be sad, you know, about not hearing from him. So, you know, but going back to the point of two people should be financially, I mean, yeah, if you make a child, you're supposed to take care of it, you know. Like that's just the bottom line. You're supposed to, you know, you brought the kid in the world, kid didn't ask to be here. I do think that child support is a kind of an archaic system. I think they do need to update it a lot. And I think men that have issues with that should, you know, like you got to kind of fight for you can't. I mean, we can sit and talk about how unfair it is all fucking day. But you know, like, what are you doing to actually trying to make me affect change with it? Like maybe write a letter to somebody. I don't know.
Exactly.
You know, start a petition. You know, because there's deadbeat mothers too. You know, there's a lot of men I know that have custody of their children. And take care of them, and the mother's nowhere in sight. You know, so just the narrative of the mother always being the right one in the situation, or the one, or the one that uh automatically gets gets awarded this in court. I think it's starting to change a little bit. um I think it's starting to, they're starting to see that there are some sorry ass moms too. So
Yeah. And with Kanye, to me it brings up a question of, are both parents are both parents incomes taken into account? Because
mhm.
if Kanye fell off the face of this earth and got broke, Kim wouldn't have a problem raising her children
She wouldn't. She
financially.
would. And I'm looking at Angie's comment. She said, when you have a man providing support for his child, he should not be put on child support. And I agree with that. And I also agree
Yeah.
that you have to. She also said that you have to learn how to work the system the way the system works you. And to that point, that kind of goes back to me saying, I see, a lot of, and naturally it is messed up, like you working and, they taking on, but I mean, like it's one of those things that, the lines get furry with that. And,
Yeah.
I just, like, I feel like if more men, because most guys
Mhm.
that are, they don't want to deal with it, like they just don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take care of it. I'll just go and create a whole new family with somebody else and then leave these kids
Mhm.
where they at. Like, you have men that do that. I know a
Mhm.
couple of them personally that just
Mhm.
abandoned the whole family and now they raising a whole new family, or taking care of somebody else's
Exactly.
kids. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of messed up too.
Mhm.
And you definitely need to pay for if you're doing shit like that, then you need to, you know,
Yeah.
something to be
I
done about
don't know.
that.
It's just weird all the way around. That's what it led me to start thinking. That's what I started thinking about when I got high after I heard this shit.
Mhm.
And and eating Tony's tater tots. Not like that, y'all. I'm sorry, that didn't sound
Well, I was like, wait a minute, what tater tots?
my bad. That didn't come out
That
right.
didn't come out right.
But
Yeah.
as I was thinking about it, because that's what sort of caused me to think about, is income,
We know.
is income and is all that taken into account? Because
Mm-hmm.
I believe it needs to be 50-50. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I believe it needs to be 50-50 because I'm gonna say this because the shit is wild. I'm
Mm-hmm.
supporting my child, but that mother is then saying she ain't got a job and she wants to go on welfare, and then I have to pay that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Why should I have to pay for it because she don't have a job? Now, if her job was if she didn't work because due to like direct care of the child, I can see that as an exception. But if she's able, willing body to work and has the child care and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
fuck it. If she go on welfare, then split it because split what you would get for the kid. Say like if you one person you get $100, but if you got a kid, it's 250. The kid gets 150. Charge me that 150. Don't charge me her 100. Fuck her. Tell her ass to go get a job.
I
Right?
think
I
I
mean,
think in some cases though that is very true, but you also have cases where the women do work, and I
mhm,
think the way that child support is structured, I'm not sure, I'm not an expert, but it's supposed to
mhm,
be the sum of what, had the father stayed in the house, whatever his contribution had they all stayed in the same house times 18 years or what have you. I think that's how they work out child support. um
mhm.
so there, it's not necessarily, like, I mean, and it's based off of income. Like, if he can't, if he
Yeah,
got a job and he only making $10 an hour, he ain't gonna be able to pay.
yeah.
You probably can get, and then you can get on a payment plan. You can probably do $20 a month or something like that.
Mhm.
I mean, kids are expensive, because they're in that household. You know that the mother's the part, and then there's other expenses that are going to come up. You know that maybe if you were in the house, we could have, this wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah.
But now it's on me to hurry up and have to fix this. Not me in particular. I'm just saying, or whoever the primary custodial parent is. It could be the dad too. Um,
Yes.
Now I got to scurry up and like it's so much that happens when you have primary custody of the kids that a lot of times a lot of the mother or whoever, they don't even reach out, you don't even know about, and I think most men's I mean it's not, yeah, I mean what do some men really think that we're gonna do with $200 a month? Like that's, you can't take care of
Well,
a child off no fucking $200 a month. Like,
I don't want you over there smoking up my
we not running to
support.
go to like India with the shit. Like we not going to, like, and we not going to the fucking Brazil on your fucking $200. Like it's not. It's probably,
Hey, I'm just
right. She's probably just supplementing what she had to shell out for, whatever expense that she couldn't get the money from you from that time. I'm not saying that, it's situations like that too. So that's why I said that it gets, I can see both sides of it, honestly. Like I see, a lot of dads that get the shaft, when it comes to that. You and quite a few guys I know, that just kind of get the shaft with that. It's fucked up, especially if you are taking care of your kid and you just get
and that's the shitty part about it.
Yeah, that's just the shitty part about it. But you got men that think they could just, whip out their dick and have them lay a bunch of kids across the country and think they don't have to pay for them. So, like it's both sides that we could argue all day about that. But I think with Kanye, I just think that the 8 mansions was a little much. Like 8 mansions. What are you gonna do with mansions, Kim? Why do you need 8 mansions? Let me have one.
Exactly. Now, I'm petty. You know how petty I would be if I had the money, the 200K. I'd add all that shit up and put it in a trust fund, and be with a beneficiary. So if Kim needed that fucking
Kim
money,
doesn't. Kanye's $200,000 a month at all. Like she's probably
bingo,
lost all that.
That's it.
Yeah, she doesn't need his $200,000 a month. So but put it in a. I don't know how they're gonna structurally work it out or how they're gonna I don't know if he has to pay it every month or how. I don't even know how you do that when it comes to that around that side of my tax bracket. I don't understand. That's
now. To look at also Shalanda's comment here. Tony put it up a little bit earlier.
Okay. Mine don't come up. I have to kind of click to find it. So I'm not ignoring. I just don't see them.
But something like she don't want support. She just really wants her child's father in his life. You know what I mean? It's not about the money. It's about the time. And that's my big thing with the system too. And I'm going to tell y'all this because I don't know if anybody's been on child support in California.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different ball game. California.
Every Father's Day, I get a card saying Happy Father's Day and thank you for being a great father because you keeping up on your payments.
That's what they do.
I get a postcard for Happy Father's Day for paying child support. It don't even matter.
Father's Day, you pay child support. Hell for that.
I ain't seen my kids in years. I'm a good father though because I give her that check. They take that money out the check, and when I first got put on child support, I was bitter. I'm not gonna lie.
Most men are about that, and I can see why, especially if you are a good dad. But a lot of this stuff is subjective too. It I don't know. It just depends on the person that you have the kid with, I guess. How I'm probably gonna see things I can see things both ways, but
Mm-hmm.
I, just being a woman who has a child whose father is
Yeah.
not involved at all,
Mm-hmm.
I can see um, from that perspective how like that could make me bitter, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, it doesn't. I just hate it for my child. That's what I hate. I
Yeah.
don't want your money, bro. Like I was the breadwinner in our marriage, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah. And that's
so
the
it
crazy part.
wasn't, an issue for me.
Because when you got two rich motherfuckers, you got two rich motherfuckers, and we know Kim don't need that money. But people, it's not about Kim; it's about the children. Let's put it like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. But you
And
got two rich motherfuckers. You're right. She don't need him. He don't need her, and vice versa. They said they got split custody, or they get equal custody of the children. If that's the case, why was child support even in this shit? And I want to know, was it the lawyers or was it the judge?
I think some people just like, well, we're just gonna fight for this because like, if I'm your lawyer, I'm gonna try to get you so you can pay me more. Like it's just not even the actual thing. Sometimes it's just let's get it awarded,
Yeah.
because I thought that Kanye wasn't gonna get custody. Honestly, the way he been acting. So like Justice says
Yep.
Kanye has way more money than Kim. I don't think so. Not anymore. Not anymore.
No, Kanye got more
lost a
money than
lot
Kim.
of money.
Kanye got more money than Kim. Once again, now Kanye is being judged on what he has right now in his pockets without all the endorsements. That's what he's getting. That's where he's getting addressed.
What he has
Now,
liquid, like
yeah, but he has liquid. Kim might not have as much liquid as Kanye does. You know what I mean?
He definitely put them on. He definitely put, which frustrates me too. It's like you the one that bought these hoes to us. Like, we didn't know them. They weren't no fashion moguls. Them hoes had boutique stores.
My whole thing is this: they're adults. They're very much adults. I believe child support shouldn't have been in this, because I do believe if Kim's told Kanye, look, I need $200K, maybe not for a month, just say for something, say, oh, North's birthday is coming up and it's $200K, let's split it, or I really want you to pay for it, then let Kanye break that check. I don't think they are not bad. They are not as bad as, me. Or it's I lost my train of thought.
Wait, no. Well, I was gonna read Justin's comment. He said Kanye got released from Balenciaga, but still has his proteges there, and then Supreme, so he's still ahead in fashion. I believe that. Like I think that there's still people that still work with Kanye.
Yes.
I just don't think that like I don't know. I don't think that Kim needs Kanye's 200,000. I just don't think that he needs it.
Exactly.
I think she still has enough money, well of enough fortune to be able to take, but at the same time, it's for the kids, not for fucking Kim. Like I don't think she needs it.
All right. Now here comes a high conspiracy theory.
Oh shit. Let me take a puff on this.
She said, let me take a puff on this.
Right.
What if they're getting that because they finna plan to do something to Kanye to where his money goes into a trust? And this is how the Kardashian machine is going to get Kanye's money, because they just going to rob his trust. When Kanye get the crazy thing, and they going to take that power from him.
I think that I don't put that's essentially it, Justin. But y'all forget about Pimp Mama Kris. Kris Jenner is a fucking pimp. She's a pimp. Like because of her business savvy is the reason why we even know who the Kardashians are. Like that, like
now Kris is an OG hoe. She the
She's
only
the old school hoe.
She's the only one who can
admire
show
her
up
a little bit, just a little bit.
She's the only one who can show up to court with her new dude, with the old dude defending a dude she been fucking. I was like, yo, side dude on
trial. Do a lot of shit back in the 70s and 80s that you can't get away with now. But I just think that her business savvy is and I think she's the one that is she's the mastermind behind this shit. Like it doesn't, and it kills me that men still go over there, and all of them, y'all know they witches. I'm not a Kardashian fan like that. Like I'm not defending them either. I'm just trying to look at it from both ways. But when you have people like driving the machine like Chris, like people, her, that she gonna ask, she gonna try to bleed Kanye dry. I very much believe that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they want to put him in a conservatorship too, low key. I think they trying to get him to do that.
That's my thing. They finna Britney Spears his ass.
I think they trying to
Britney Spears his ass.
I think that's what they trying to do.
That was my high conspiracy theory. But
I wouldn't put it past them at all. Right. In other Kanye news, I would not put it past her at all to try to do that shit. But the fact that they awarded him joint custody or they share physical custody lets me know that it's not like, because if he was able to do this shit and not get full custody, then that means that like at the end of the day he's still a good father, and he's trying to be a good good father for his children. So I mean, I respect that.
Well, I got full custody of this joint.
Share it with me.
Exactly.
Let's share custody.
Exactly. Well, like I said, in other Kanye news, Kanye supposedly just popped up on former President Trump in Mar-a-Lago to have dinner with him. And along with Kanye came Mr. Nick Fuentes, the Holocaust denying,
Isn't he a white nationalist?
Nationalist, Holocaust denier. Not the type of guy anybody wants to be associated with if they, are running for president. And so,
see, and then he does shit like this that just makes me like, I wish the people that defend Kanye so much can explain to me what the fuck is going on, because I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm trying to, see it from his point of view, because there are a lot of things that I do feel like are very true, but then he goes and does shit like this, and it just turns me all the way to fuck off. Like, why are you hanging out? Why are you hanging out with a known white supremacist? And why are you trying to get Trump to be your running mate, man? Why are you doing that?
Oh, spoiler alert! You took my line. That's disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
Here I am. I'm on live. I'm on live. Whatchamacallit? Get disrespected by somebody who's still smoking their lunchtime blunt.
Listen,
this is just crazy.
I already explained that. I already explained what's happening here.
All right, but on some real shit, it's like he said, "Yeah, I asked Trump to be my running mate." I was like, "This motherfucker right here has balls."
For what?
Kanye, he has balls. That was a ballsy move to go to Donald Trump and say, "Bro, you want to be my assistant manager?
You want to be my running mate?"
Yeah. And Trump probably laughed at him. Trump probably said, "Nigga, please."
I know he said, "Nigga, please." I know he did. And that's the thing. Like, back when Trump was running, or back when Trump was in president, he had the nigga, he was wearing a MAGA hat and all that weird stuff. And but you kind of have to think of it, if you're trying to kind of disassociate, like you said, yourself away from people like Nick Fuentes, and it was somebody else that he was hanging out with too. It was, yeah, that definitely was his homie, but you know, I don't know if you know, he kind of threw him under the bus, talking about what did he say?
Yeah.
He said, he said something basically like, I'm not really fucking with him like that. So I don't know. It could all be Twitter fodder. I don't know.
Well, I can give a rat's ass. Trump is the type of guy, and you know, if there's one thing I admire about him, is his audacity, but his tenacity to fucking just grab shit by the balls and say, "Fuck it, I did it." Okay, what you gonna do about it? That's what he said. That's what he does, right?
Like, yeah, I mean, I just need to know, you know, people like, oh, he's playing chess, no checkers. Like, y'all niggas don't know how to play chess. Stop. If you knew how to play chess, you would know this is not chess. I don't know. I don't know what chess is this.
Trump seems to have this chess thing down, whether he's cheating or skirting the ethical rules. He got the shit down.
Well, he's a businessman. Above all, Trump, you know, we used to love Trump, you know, like I still kind of, there's certain parts of me that fuck with him, but you know, I don't want you running the country, bro. Like,
show me which parts of you still fuck with him.
Huh?
Show me which parts of you still fuck with him. You know,
my shoulder. That's it.
But this is the thing. And like I said, you have to love Trump's ballsiness. And then the same equal ballsiness of Kanye saying, like I said, you know, hey, you want to be my assistant manager to a nigga who used to be the manager? Like, the fuck?
Like, who's the? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Maybe one day I will. But that, as far as Trump's ballsiness, like, and the stuff that just comes out of his mouth, you know, that's what. That's what I mean by fucking with him. Like, the shit is so comical. Like, you just be like, like, did he just do that? Like, no, he didn't just take no paper and throw it. No, he didn't just do that.
Exactly, and he continues to do that, and the shit is crazy because it's like Shalonda just said, and welcome Justin and welcome Shalonda. I don't think I did that, but welcome. Sorry. But he got into office, he did exactly what he said he was going to do. In that respect too.
I mean, you kind of got to respect it a little bit. You know,
you got to respect it. You have to respect it.
He did exactly. I was so scared before
you got to respect it.
I was so scared that man was going to set off a nuclear bomb up until he got up out the office. I was so scared. And y'all want Kanye, as emotional as Kanye is, y'all want him to be in control of nuclear codes. Y'all really want that? Y'all want that for real? Y'all really want somebody like that?
At least Kanye won't sell it like Trump. You know what I mean? Like I said, you have to give Trump his respect on that shit. He was going for the long game. But I've never liked Trump, and I'm talking about from the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just crazy because, like I say, you gotta, as a hustler, you gotta appreciate that hustle.
You do. And that's why, and a lot of people don't remember. A lot of people, rappers and shit, used to rap about Trump back in the 90s and stuff like that. That's when I said back then people really fucked with him like that. But if Trump was president, people think this country is a laughing stock because of him. That's what I think. But I just think that I don't think that, you know, there's people that are good in what they do, but as far as like managing an actual country, that's not, you know, that's not a person that I would vote for. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't need.
And I understand that. And
I definitely wouldn't want Kanye to be in control of nuclear codes. I don't want that.
Yeah. Now with what Justin
blow up
just
tomorrow.
Said, what Justin just said, you know, when he means people not trying us, I think he means other countries. Like, Russia ain't gonna sit here and disrespect us. Korea is not gonna shoot a fucking missile that they know can reach U.S. airspace. That's what Mr. Trump was saying.
Why Trump was in office, though.
Yeah,
they did that.
Yeah.
They've been doing that. They don't give a fuck about it. They ain't not. Everybody has nuclear codes now. It's not like the U.S. For so long, we were the only one that had that shit. Now everybody got one, so we can all shoot this shit up.
Exactly.
And I think that like if it's like to the point where if you're a person that has a personality type like Kanye, it ain't gonna take but a few words and then kaboom.
Now, but this issue, even though we know Trump can easily snake out of things, his campaign was quick.
I don't either.
Move for damage control, which lately the damage control team on Team Trump has been working overtime, I'm sure. But they went ahead and played the ignorance card. Like, I didn't know who this guy was. He just showed up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my understanding is if he has a secret service, detail, people can't just be popping up on him. He knew Kanye was coming. The Secret Service knew who was going to be at that meeting.
Yeah, they still get assigned Secret Service agents as an ex-president. They get that for life. Yeah. So I highly doubt that Kanye just pulled up. Trump knew Kanye was coming. Trump was upset that he bought the other guy with him, who supportedly, supports the nationalist or is a white supremacist. So I think that's why he was upset, because they're supposed to be our meeting, and you pulled up with. Go ahead.
Now, as an aside here, you might be right, Shalonda, when you said we can't even trust Trump to puff pass without fucking up.
Not puff pass without fucking up.
We'll see Trump smoke the blunt almost to a roach, and then pass the man said, "Man, you smoked this all up." He gonna say, "Nah, I didn't smoke that all up."
Right. That's this much for you.
The fuck you did not. Him and I not be friends if he did that type of shit while we smoking. I kid you the fuck not. But back to what he said. He said he didn't even know who Nick Fuentes is or was, and that goes to the Secret Service detail, because the Secret Service detail knows they may have to tip that off, not trying to snitch on the president, but saying, "Hey, we got a known white nationalist and Kanye West up in here. I think you want to get like the NSA or the CIA or some specialists in on this shit, because it's kind of weird. It's real weird, and so it's just real crazy, y'all. Let us know. We had a lot of
what y'all think. We got a lot of different opinions on, but it's always a healthy debate, Every perspective is welcome,
it was
every opinion.
There has, like I said, it said Token Tony for president. Would you vote for Ye?
Well, Justin clearly will. He said people are mad at Kanye's antics, but there ain't no other black man of his superiority standing up for us. He'll be president because he's more relatable to the population.
I can see that, but I would also think people would vote for Ye, and a lot of people voted for Ye because of the novelty of it. Almost like, but voting for Trump was a little bit more ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, let's just vote for Trump. And then they were like, "Oh shit, he won. Like, God, we was just playing."
Right.
We should have probably voted for Ye and see how that shit was gonna work out.
I mean, I don't doubt at all that there are people that feel like, Justin, um, and very much will vote for Kanye and feel like he would win. I think there is a big population of people that would. So I'm not saying that it's not possible, but remember he did run before.
Yes.
Was it this last one? Was it?
He ran in 2020.
He ran in 2020. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think either people. I think, and even with Biden, I'm not. I tend to vote Democrat. Mm-hmm. However, I think the reason why people voted for Biden, and I mean myself included, was he's the lesser of the two evils. For me. But honestly, I'm not happy with either one. I'm not really, and just I feel like because you're, I tend to be a little bit more liberal on certain things. Doesn't mean I'm conservative on other things. Yes. So I think that people can find you two things can be true at once.
Yeah.
And I think that there are people that will definitely would vote for him. I think especially now that they kind of see what this kind of downfall or whatever this is, or depending on whose perspective, obviously, it might be him rising to the top. Like people just have different opinions about it, and very strong ones too.
Exactly
about what's happening with him right now. So I think it might be something to catapult him up to, it might be like, hey, why not? Fuck it, we voted for Trump.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
People that feel like that, I just don't want.
Let's throw some shit at the wall and see if it sticks. Let's throw some shit at the wall and see if it sticks.
Why not? Whatever. The fucking country.
Exactly. Now.
Why not?
Y'all let us know what you think about Kanye, both the divorce settlement as well as his dinner with Trump last week. Go ahead and Google that if y'all want to check that out. Who do you think should run in 2024, y'all? Y'all let us know what you think. We had a lot about Kanye this week, y'all. And but on some other shit, y'all.
I'm gonna throw my name in the hat.
On some other shit, y'all. Not watching that drama on TV. If you want to turn that off, y'all need to head on over to Netflix and watch Wednesday. Wednesday is based on Wednesday from the Addams Family. It's like an Addams Family spinoff. And it's over on Netflix. I gave it 4 blunts because it did have its flaws and its stumbling points, but it's a pretty solid show. It's streaming on Netflix. Wednesday Addams. You won't see a lot of interaction with the family itself. This is more focused on Wednesday and her adventures, y'all. So definitely go check that out on Netflix. In what you got for us, Miss Candy?
Well, I'll pick it because I saw Wednesday too. Me and Keish looked at a couple episodes. I'm still kind of recouping from last night, guys. So I'm sorry for being spacey. But I was very much hungover earlier. But I did see Wednesday. It was so far I liked it. Sometimes I thought that maybe she was doing too much, like as a character, like because I like Wednesday Addams. I grew up, watching her. I liked the little movies that they had, and I thought it was interesting that they brought Christina Ricci back.
Spoiler alert! Don't do that. You fucked that up.
Block it out! Spoiler alert! Well, yes. a blast from the past, without giving too much away. I like that nostalgia.
Well, did you just say, pause? Did you just say, without giving too much away, in the same sentence that you gave all it away?
No, that was the next sentence. That was the sentence after that.
Oh man, we're high, y'all. Just
we are.
I wouldn't say don't mind us because I want y'all to stay on and get high with us and shit like that. But yes, my issue, and this is related to this, is all these kids claim to be like Wednesday Addams, um, but are sitting there flabbergasted like they didn't know that Christina Ricci played Wednesday, but claim to be fans. It's like, you motherfucking kids. She immortalized the fucking role. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It just like it just kind of solidifies that we're getting older. It's there's so many things like there's things that I want to do with my daughter. I just want to like show her. I want to sit a rotary phone in front of her and just see what she gonna do with it. Just see what she gonna think it is. Try to do it. A cassette tape.
Let's see, Tony. Could you grab us could you acquire a rotary phone, sir?
I just want to see what she's gonna do with it.
Tony says he's still a young buck. Tony says he's still a young buck.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but it's certain things that I realize now that I'm becoming a part of the generation that like these damn kids, like
exactly.
and I have to realize that age is wisdom is what wasted on the youth. I think it's the saying goes. I mean, just certain, you have to think that kids don't even remember a time. I remember a time when we didn't have all this stuff, like I remember going outside and playing. These kids, they don't know a life outside of, they come out the womb knowing how to work an iPad, like they just different. These kids are different.
Exactly. Gen X rules.
Very different, yeah.
Gen X rules.
I think millennial.
That's how that shit works.
Call me a millennial.
I was like, y'all couldn't appreciate that. Complain about why they bring her in when they're watch the shit, y'all. That's Wednesday Addams. That's streaming on Netflix, y'all.
Yeah, it's good so far. I like it. And not out the womb. Listen, don't question it. It's I bet you if you go on Pornhub, it's a category for that somewhere. I know it is. So what I was about to say though was, dang, I lost my train of thought just that fast. Oh, I know that I gave a Black Adam review last week, I think, but I kept saying that I fell asleep on it. But I actually meant to say that I actually got to watch it and I actually liked it. So it was very action packed for me. It's it's DC. It's kind of the same super hero movie tropes. But I gave it a 4.0. Now that I was actually to sit and watch it, and I liked it. It was pretty good.
All right, and that's cool. I actually watched it too a couple of days ago, and I still like it. It still has some replayability with me. So yeah, I liked it too. Now it's man, it's getting about that time, y'all. It's real because I got the munchies. I'm getting the munchies, but but on top of that, y'all, I had these wonderful Hershey's dark chocolate mint Hershey's Kisses, y'all.
I did, Shalonda, just so you know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
She was saying that did I see the end scene credit, and I said I did. And it was
yes, I did. Yes. I like that. If y'all wanna by giving this away, it'll be a spoiler alert.
Yeah. I
don't want to give it away, but there's all the storyline it's leading to. Going over to HBO Max and check out, just type in Black Adam and watch what comes up and watch that animation. That was a good animated movie by DC. Go and check it out on HBO Max. Just type in Black Adam and the title will show up. Just do it, y'all. It's gonna be a cool thing.
All right, back to the munchies.
Yeah, back to the munchies, man. When I was at Tony's last night, the tater tot thing. Let's not get back to that. Uh,
Where you were having
the chocolate mint kisses. I gave it 4 blunts because it was. Oh my god, the things just like. Oh,
pause.
No, stop. First you're talking about my tots, now you're talking about my kisses. Calm down.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, these things were good. I was just upset I wasn't given more because I was trying not to eat the last one because Tony was there. You know how I'm the guest. I don't want to sit up here and eat all this candy. Not like that, y'all.
Pause.
I don't have to say pause. I'm secure. I'm just saying not like that.
Oh, okay.
But it was good. I did give it 4 blunts because I was sort of thinking about a peppermint patty, and I really didn't get that cream mouthfeel. Mouthfeel.
I mean, it's a lot of innuendo with this munchie stuff I'm talking about. There's a lot of innuendo. Abort. Tony's like,
move on.
What? I don't even want to.
Move on. Move on.
I definitely want to try some of Tony's tots, though. I definitely and kisses.
Okay, never mind. Let's stay on top. Let's stay on this topic.
Right. See, I know.
Yeah, let's stay on this topic now. Now you got my attention.
Now.
She's talking about eating tater tots. It's a whole
I want to story and get back on track. Okay.
Oh man, but yeah, the snacks are man, that was good. But you said you ate at Stefano's, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I have Stefano. Is it Stefano's or Stefano's?
I think it's Stefano's because it's Greek. I don't know.
Yeah, I maybe Stefano. I don't know. I'm trying to
tomato.
Yeah, but I never gave a review, because I had it again today, so I hadn't had it in a while, and I had the it's a kebab, it's a chicken kebab combo plate, and it comes with Israeli rice, which is to me Greek pico de gallo, with a little mint in there. And then dang, it's like it's hummus, and hummus, and then it's rice, and under the chicken. Oh my god, it sounds basic, but the flavors are so good to me. And then you get the little garlic, it's like a garlic sauce that you can, and they give you pita bread, and you just eat everything. So it's very delicious. That's one of my favorite dishes. So, if you guys like me, send me a combo plate from Stefano's. No, but it's very delicious. I've also had their, I think it's chicken to. I know I'm butchering but it's tahiri or
tahini or tzatziki.
I think it's tahini.
Tahini.
It's basically just, like cut up chicken. It's not on the kebab. And it comes with that white sauce. If you eat a falafel, then that's kind of what that sauce that they give you. That's what that stuff is. And, if you go in there and have the beef or what is it? Gyro or something, gyro,
I believe.
Gyro. I'm butchering. Listen, I'm butchering the stuff. I know. And then they just have it hanging and they slice it off, and it's really good. I love it. It's one of my little staple restaurants.
Okay, I like Greek food too. My good spot is the Mediterranean, the Great Mediterranean over here on Main Street downtown.
Okay, you know what? I think they're the one over here down the street too.
I like that. Yeah, I eat there often, so that's my Mediterranean place. I also like halal guys. Maybe we all need to go out to lunch one day and go get some.
Yeah, go get some Greek. I love I like Greek. I like trying new food.
Tony, I got her to say go get some Greek.
Yeah, I love, Greek fare. I love Greek food. I like trying new stuff. So I'm definitely, we need to definitely do that one day. And we also tried this. I know I talked about it a while ago, but there's this Mexican. It's a Mexican and Italian fusion. It's where Rhythm Kitchen used to be. It's off like the 215 in Decatur.
Oh yeah, the Capo Toro or something like that.
Yeah, we went for Shay's birthday earlier this year. If most of you guys, if you don't know, Shay's my friend.
She said, "If y'all don't know, Shay's my friend."
Right, my friends. So, but we went for his birthday, back in September, and it was really good. I think it's capoa chicken. I don't know the way that they prepare the food. I mean, to me, they're not very much different. It's just probably differently prepared. But the fusion was really good. So I should try that too.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We got to go out and eat. I know we're all foodies as well as potheads.
Oh yeah.
What I got on, we don't have a snack table, but I got some fruit flavored candy canes by Jelly Belly.
Okay.
I got them, they're at Walmart like $2 for $1, something like that. So what I'm snacking on as well. And I have a sweet tooth, and I like caramel popcorn. So I went to Winco and got this big bag of caramel popcorn. Now, caramel popcorn, I'm real fickle about it. Can't be stale. It still got to be crunchy. The caramel can't be too sticky. You know what I mean? But it can't be too crunchy. It can't be some dumb shit. So these are actually at Winco. Got the proper balance that I like. It's still crunchy. Man, I can eat this shit for days.
And hours and hours. Okay.
Exactly. Here we go. This show is off the chain, y'all. We are officially off the rails on this.
All right. We just but have you tried
definitely huh?
That place in the mall that has the pot. What is it, Harold's? Or is that Harold's Chicken?
Oh, Harold's Chicken? Oh no, Garrett's popcorn. Garrett's popcorn.
Garrett.
Yes, that's damn good. That's damn good.
My
voice all changed and shit.
All right. Just reminiscing on that.
I know, like I had a moment and stuff. Right. But yeah, I've had Garrett's popcorn, but I love caramel corn. Always since Cracker Jacks. Now Cracker Jacks the box tastes better than Cracker Jacks.
Dang, not the box. Oh wow. I feel like I think that so many things that were flavorful, and I don't know if it just has to do with the pandemic or just the mass production of everything now, but things just don't taste the same that they did. Like I don't want none of that stuff anymore that I used to like. But you definitely making me want to go get some Garrett's now. What time is it? But okay, they probably closed. But
yeah, you don't want to go all the way up into the American Mile for all that.
No, I definitely don't, and I won't. That's why when I'm over there, that's why it's what is it? Every now and again thing. So
yeah. So most definitely, check those places out. We just sitting here high because we got the
munchies.
We
just shooting the shit.
I know, but y'all
talking about nothing in particular at this point.
Let us know what y'all think about Kanye. Let us know some of your favorite places to eat here in Vegas or wherever you live. Because I like to do that. So all you folks watching the replay, make sure you hit them comments up too. Make sure you click like on our YouTube channel as well as click the bell so you know that you gonna get a notice when we go live or when we post content. Make sure you do that, my folks here.
Because we trying to buy Garrett's popcorn for everybody. We trying to get
exactly
our munchie table back popping. Like these munchies cost. We trying to do our thing.
Exactly.
So, it don't cost nothing to hit the like. It don't cost nothing to share. Just that support would really help.
For real. And I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We had Justin, we had Shalonda, we had Angela, and all those folks who didn't comment, but most definitely we appreciate y'all. We really do appreciate y'all. We'll always be back next week with some more shit, some more shenanigans,
and then
some
just
more
let us
shenanigans.
know something that y'all want to talk about. We don't it don't always have to be
exactly
about. It could be, if you guys have a topic, or I'm into, we kind of got off the rails on Kanye, but there are some updates about Shanquella that I want to talk about next week. So
for sure.
Just let us know.
Exactly.
And Tony got a pee, so I guess we.
I know. I guess we got to get up out of here.
Go now. So.
Exactly, y'all.
All right.
But until next time, y'all, meditate, medicate, and as always, stay lifted, my friends. We'll catch you next week. Good night.
Good night.